The absolute value is finding the distance from 0, so it's always a positive answer. Absolute value of 5 is 5. Also, the absolute value of -5 is 5. So when we're solving equations, we have to keep in mind that the answer to whatever is inside of the absolute value is always positive. I'm going to use this example underneath because it can kind of match up. We already can look at that inside and know that, oh, we want x plus 3 to either equal positive 5, because we knew that worked, or we can have x plus 3 equal -5 because we know that that worked. Both of those have an absolute value of positive 5. And then when you solve both equations, that's when you find that, okay, if I plug a 2 in for x, that'll work. And this one you find that if I plug a -8 in for x, that will work, because -5 minus 3 is -8. So, step 1, isolate the absolute value. The one we just did, it was already isolated. Number 2, write 2 equations. That's what I did in blue, where I put x plus 3 can equal 5, and x plus 3 can equal -5. That was my equation 1 and my equation 2. And then step 3 is solve both equations. If you need to write these steps down again, then pause the video. And then moving on, here's another example. Step 1, isolate the absolute value. There's nothing outside of the absolute value, so there's nothing to do for step 1. So I go straight to step 2, I write my 2 equations. 4x can either come out to be positive 48, or 4x can come out to be -48. When I solve each of those equations, this one I get positive 12, and this one I get -12. And you guys are familiar with this also. So I can either write my answers like this, or put it together like that. Both of them are acceptable. Let's do another one. Step 1, isolate the absolute value. So I see a 3 attached to it, and just like parentheses, if there's nothing in between it, that means there's a multiplication symbol in there that we just don't see. So my first step is going to be to do the opposite and divide by 3, and that will cancel the 3 over there. So then we're left with absolute value of 2x minus 1 equals 4. Step 1 is done. Now I can write my 2 equations. So I've got the expression inside of the absolute value can either equal positive 4, or the expression inside can equal -4. And then I just solve both equations. So add 1 and divide by 2. I get 5 divided by 2, or 2.5. Other one, if I add 1, I get -3 divided by 2, or -1.5. So those are my 2 answers there. One last one. Step 1, isolate the absolute value. So if this was 10 plus 2w equals 30, I would first get rid of the 10. We're always doing order of operations backwards. So add and subtract first. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. I'm left with 2 times the absolute value of 5x equals 20. My next step is to divide by 2. Oopsie, I meant to make that a different color. That's going to cancel the 2 out in front of the absolute value. So I'll be left with the absolute value of 5x equals 10. And then I can write my 2 equations. So I can either have 5x equal 10, or 5x equal -10. And when I divide by 5, x equals 2, Divide by 5, x equals -2. So x can equal positive or -2. Save these examples.